Welcome back to the YouTube UniTec Digital Media channel, and we continue our interviews with famous UniTec teachers, including the one and the only Mr. Jerry Willette, the Embedded Math Cal Lab.
Yes.
Which one do you prefer?
Embedded math.
Embedded Math
I'm not
teacher
picky.
here at UniTec. Also in his first year at UniTec.
Yeah.
First off, tell us about your educational career. Where did it start, and why did you decide to come to UniTec?
Well, I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. And then senior year, I got talked into engineering.
Oh,
Yeah, they were like, oh, you'll do the same things, but you'll make way more money. And
Right.
I went down to Rolla, and I loved it. I did well, it was fun, but it just sucks the life out of you.
Right.
It was boring. And I talked to a couple other people that were engineers, Lowell Hickman, and they regret not going teaching. They had wished they would have,
Right.
looking back, that they loved what they did, but they had thought about like what would life have been like had they gone to teaching instead. So I came back, went to teaching, did MAC, SEMO, went all the way through, did a little graduate stuff, and then I got hired on at Sunrise, and I spent 4 years at Sunrise in DeSoto. And then Jeff had given me a call and said something was coming open and I needed to apply for it. So I applied, and I love it. I love this place.
That's fantastic. We love having you around here.
Wow, glad to hear it.
No doubt about it. And I know my students especially really like to go talk to Mr. Willette.
Good.
So, yeah, it's worked out really, really well. You've also been a furniture man in your past.
Yes, I am.
You know, it's a weird coincidence that your last name is the same name as Willette Home Furnishings. I'm not sure if there's a connection there or not.
Maybe.
But what was your favorite item to sell back in the day at Willette's? Like where do the salespeople make the best money? Is it in the beds, the sofas, the?
Oh man, furniture really, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah?
Appliances suck. Appliances
Suck. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want markup in there. But
Right.
I love selling recliners.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, it's an old man item.
Oh, yeah,
It's
absolutely.
an old man.
I love
and
recliners.
I still have a couple. One old man named Albert. He'd always come and he'd sit in a recliner by the front and he'd pat the one beside him. Come and talk to me, buddy. He always called me buddy, and we just sit and he told me war stories and
Yeah.
talked about life and about his grandkids. And I love selling recliners because I like just sitting
in a
talking
recliner,
and
yeah.
shooting the breeze.
Do
It's
you
fun.
use some of those sales skills in the classroom?
Oh yeah, being able to talk to people, being able to ask questions that get people to talk, that get them to talk to you. Yeah.
One of the things you're really good at is remembering people's names, all these students' names,
Yeah.
all 450 names and
Yeah.
all these different programs. Is there like a trick in your mind that you do to try to remember all these kids' names and all the things about them?
No, the wife gets upset with me. My memory works. I don't know. It's gonna be bad if I ever start slipping. But I memorize stuff well. That's why it's helped. People are always, oh, you're smart. I'm like, nah, I just remember well. That's it. I'm really.
What's been the biggest adjustment coming from, normal teaching to
Oh my
UniTec?
good Lord. The kids.
Yeah.
It's definitely the kids. I mean, I wanted to be high school. When I applied at Sunrise, because my wife's aunt had told me there was an opening coming, it was a middle school position. So I had to go and take the test, get middle school certified. So then coming to actual high school, and I pick on my lower hall boys especially, my brutes, but it's completely different. The kids, the atmosphere, I wasn't ready for it. I didn't realize, and I love it, but I wasn't ready for this career-based education. Like they're it's not just a history class. This is a life class. This is getting them prepared to function in the real world. And these kids they're different. They're built different, and I love it.
What's your favorite program to have in the old Cal Lab?
Are we going to record this like 13 times so I can give
I'm about to
each
say, do you
one?
want me to do that?
Because I
Yeah.
lie to everyone and tell them they're all my favorite.
Right,
But,
right. Should we put like a block, like a black box over your mouth?
Yes. Oh man, it's hard.
You can name a couple. It's fine.
Okay. graphics. I like
Yeah.
graphics, design, art, communication.
Right, and they always come with my class, so that
Yes.
kills two birds with
yeah,
one stone.
Yeah,
right
I
there.
really, I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like those kids. The
Yeah.
computer kids, they're always a good time to have in class. But the nerds, I fit with them because that's where I belong. But God, the welding boys are great. I have a good time with them. Oh, and the welding girls, there are a couple. Welding, great. Construction, electrical. Really, I don't have any issues with any of them. But
Good.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Fantastic. I'm not going to ask you if you can break a concrete block with a karate chop, but what is like maybe something that you do well that people would be surprised about? Do you have like a hidden talent, something like that?
I could do a Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, but if they
How
knew me,
quick?
that wouldn't surprise them.
Yeah, that's true.
About a minute.
Yeah.
A minute. I'm still not as fast as my little brother was, but about a minute. I don't have any other really hidden talents.
Yeah, you're pretty well out there. What you see is what you get,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. Favorite local place to eat?
Favorite local place to eat? Well, man, we don't really eat out a lot, but I guess we always liked, we really liked Crossroads back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
God, we used to, Grandpa, we used to go to Shamrocks a lot.
Yeah.
We love Shamrock. Benham Street's good. Homestead. God, yeah, I like Homestead too.
You're just running the full Bonne Terre gauntlet and a couple
really.
Bonne Terre classics.
I enjoy
Yeah.
Bonne Terre food. Yeah.
Who's somebody you went to high school that maybe you've lost touch with that you'd like to see how they're doing?
Oh man, I've got a whole. It was a main group, our band geeks,
Yeah.
the band nerds. It was a group of them: Mark Elders, Jordan Porter, Jim Starbird, the main guys I hung out with all the time. Andy Bignell. Yeah, I keep in touch with some of them. I see some of them through life, but there's a couple of them I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah. Maybe they'll see this interview and they'll
Yeah,
finally accept your friend request on Facebook. What is, I loved Corey's responses, Mr. Warner's responses on these. I'll ask you the same questions. What's the best part of technology?
Accessibility, especially for like math, like to be able to find lessons, to find math-based games, worksheets, anything. It's great to be able to find information, to delve deeper with Wikipedia. I mean, you look up a topic and you click a little blue link and you go somewhere else. You've got your sources in the bottom. You just keep going, and it's awesome how accessible knowledge is. That it used to not be that way.
Worst part of technology?
Facebook.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
Yeah, people, kind of like how Warner said, people see a meme on Facebook and it's truth.
Yeah.
They read a post and, well, a doctor said, and it's some made up Joe Blow put it, and the things people believe, and then they see it, and then that's their logic for when they debate is, well, I saw this on Facebook, therefore, and they really think that Facebook is where arguments, defense for an argument comes from.
Absolutely. Favorite activity to do with your son?
Oh man, God.
You can give me a couple things.
We really
I know
like
you and Jasper like to do a lot of
Oh
cool
man,
stuff.
yeah. He really likes. We got a tetherball.
Yeah?
Grandma bought him a tetherball, and he loves tetherball. Thinks it's the coolest thing in the world. He always seems to win though. And no matter when we play, he's always.
So you
somehow
don't-
the rules change.
Oh, okay. So you let him change the rules.
Well,
Have you
we don't
ever-
let him, but
Oh.
it seems to be like, you wrap the ball the way around. I'm like, I win. And he goes, no, Dad, you forgot. You had to get it to hit here first.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't know that rule. It's okay, we'll play
Yeah.
again. Well, then the next time you do that, and the rules change. And he always changes the rules on me.
Did you guys play video games together?
Yeah, he likes to play video games.
Have you ever let him win?
Oh, God, no.
Okay. That's what I was kind of
Gosh.
getting at, man.
Oh no!
What kind of man you
the
are.
wife gives me trouble because I'll beat him and I rub it in.
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, that's mean. Let him win." I'm like, "That's not how life's gonna work."
Favorite teacher from elementary school?
Oh, from elementary.
You give me a couple.
Well, I only have two. I had Mrs. Gantz was my homeroom, but Mr. Moak. I had him for English, and I loved his class. He was a good time. I really enjoyed his class. Yeah.
Favorite teacher from high school?
Oh man.
And again, give me a couple.
Bart Mitchell,
Yeah.
Gary Rawson, Dan Shunks, definitely. Now I have other ones. I love Mr. Weatherly, but I only had him once. But Shunks through all 4 years, and we didn't always see eye to eye. And then afterwards with community band,
Yeah.
I came up to him and I apologized, like, hey, I wasn't always the best kid. And he's like, hey, don't worry about it. Clean slate. You were a kid, young and dumb. You've grown up. Start over. It's like awesome. And then Bart Mitchell was always a good time. Learned a lot of stuff from him. And then Mr. Rawson was a card.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I loved his classes. They
Yeah.
definitely defined who I was as a person and a teacher. Yeah.
Mr. Rawson, I never had him, but he's my, I guess, uncle-in-law.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He is really good at getting you to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't help you. He makes
No.
you do it.
Yes, he does.
Very, very good. This was a student-submitted question. Who do you like better, Savannah, Sean, or Connor?
Oh, Connor, for sure. Sorry to the other two, but man, big money. He's the man.
Excellent. Very, very good. All right, we'll get you out of here on this. Let's say you're a sophomore becoming a junior,
Okay.
and you get to pick any program here at
program.
UniTec to take. Yeah.
Oh,
Which one you
man.
taking?
I love drawing, so probably graphic design.
Or graphic arts or
graphic arts, communication, yeah.
And all. Okay. Very, very good. Mr. Willette, you're off the hot seat. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome. Thanks, Larry.
Jerry Willette, Cal Lab, Integrated Math. What else can we call it? Anything else?
Something fancy.
Something fancy?
I don't know. We'll have to think about it.
Mathematician 101.
Yeah, we'll
something
think
like that.
think of something
Joining
good.
us here on the hot seat. Be sure to like and subscribe for more fun videos.